Hi, my name is Christelle, and this is Untethered Love. Welcome to your reading, Gemini. Now, this reading started off in TikTok, but I will kind of recap what I said earlier. So, the two goddesses that came out for you was Ezuli Dantor, Etheric Chords. There she is right there. And Queen of Sheba, Secrets Revealed. We've also got the 10 of Spades in the past, the 8 of Diamonds in the present, and the 7 of Clubs in your future position. Now, as I stated before in the previous video, we have been going through a lot of Taurus energy and will continue to do so at least over the next year. Now, Taurus is in the 12th house of Gemini. The 12th house represents our unconscious mind, the unconscious of the collective. It is a very spiritual house, dreams, sleep, correlates to past lives and kind of where our souls were before we came into this physical manifestation, into this physical body here on Earth. Now, you're going to be having Uranus, which likes to shake things up. Think of like the Tower card in tarot, in your 12th house. And then also Jupiter will be here, which is wisdom, and whatever it comes in contact with, it likes to expand and grow. So with these two planets here, you will be experiencing, one, I think a lot of downloads about like who you really are, where you really come from, maybe be uncovering things about past lives as well, about the also your like lineage, where you come from. And it might be like a flash that things come in. There is a lot of unconscious patterns or habits that you didn't really see before that are going to be illuminated for you. What else do I want to say? Sorry, my mind is just went blank for a second. The unconscious patternings. Also, you might have had a lot of blocks in your past and you just couldn't quite figure out what it was. With Jupiter coming here, it's going to unveil that to you, especially with the Secrets Revealed card here. And by coming into this wisdom within your 12th house and really understanding yourself on a very deep level, you're going to be able to cut certain things out, to change your patterns, change your habits. It's not gonna be easy, especially with this 8 here. 8 is like putting in that consistent work. But in putting that consistent work, you can really put a lot of things to rest, finally. I do think a lot of it will have to do with your bloodline, with your parents, where you come from, ancestors. The reason I say this is because of with this card here, the 2 children and like the mother. I don't know. That just was what came to mind. And also doing healing so that anyone that comes after you can receive the blessings of whatever healing you decide to embark on. Now let me take a look at these for a little second. This is also going to be like opening up another level of abundance that you have yet to experience. Because what drawn to me was all of these like trinkets and gold going on here. and this like beautiful red and yellow colors. An invigoration of your solar plexus chakra, and by clearing out things in the root chakra, clearing out these unconscious patterns, thought forms, belief systems, and clearing out that root, the energy is able to flow more fluidly up to the solar plexus, opening you up to kind of shine your light. And this is further reiterated with this 7 of clubs here. The 7 is ruled by Venus. Venus wants to upgrade things. The clubs is creativity, passion. So with this 10 of spades, a final cutting of cords, cutting of certain energies, which opens you up to new ways of thinking, new ways of applying your applying action, applying your thoughts, applying your wisdom, just a new way of doing those things. Being consistent in that new application opens up and upgrades your creativity, your creative spirit, your fire. It's like a newfound fire that's coming. This is upside down. Also really coming into the royalty of you. Really understanding, overstanding, embodying the divinity that lies within you. Okay, let me pull some tarot. What is Gemini? This wanted to pop out, the Ace of Wands. Again, newfound fire, creativity. Or even so, like maybe passions and desires that you once kind of left on the wayside, or like didn't really pursue because you thought it wasn't possible. And cutting out certain beliefs and thought forms, you realize that those things are possible, and you're gonna go after them with a lot of vigor. Fool card just popped out. Yeah, just wanting to take action. If you've been feeling really sluggish and unmotivated and unable to do the things you want to do, this energy is really going to invigorate you and give you that push, that drive to, yeah, the Fool card wanted to pop out again. Just really taking leaps of faith as well. Get some further clarification for Gemini. Can we get some further clarification for Gemini? Well, I want to say this before too. Both of these goddess cards break down to the number 9. So 9 may be significant for you. 9, seeing 9s can indicate a certain synchronicity for you. You may be a life path 9. What does Gemini need to know? What does Gemini need to know? y'all. Okay. In the present moment, you may be feeling stuck. You may be feeling maybe some indifference, just very lackluster. At the center of the read, we have the Four of Cups, which is grounded with the Two of Swords and crossed by the Eight of Pentacles. Like an inability to take action. Whether that be from confusion or just a lack of passion, maybe being fixated on a particular thing, person, place, or thing that is blinding you from the actual opportunities in front of your face. And there's a indecision, because at the top, what's above the Four of Cups and below the Four of Cups are these two of Swords and Two of Pentacles. Not necessarily being grounded, being of two minds, Gemini. You are no stranger to this. In the past, we have the Hierophant. So you may have felt that you've had to really follow the rules, follow tradition, this mundane kind of routine of it all. And this Four of Cups is crossed with the Eight of Pentacles, just constantly doing the same things or what is practical and expected of you, which has really diminished your fire, which has diminished your passion. In the more recent future, we have the Page of Wands. So like I was saying, with having this newfound passion coming through, it's gonna start off as like a little flicker. It's not gonna come in all at once. Jupiter, like I was saying with the 12th house, Jupiter and Uranus move slower than other planets. So this wisdom that you're going to be coming into, and information and enlightenment about yourself and your ancestry, is going to kind of like trickle in or come in like suddenly. There's like one thing that comes in and then it's dry for a minute, and then another thing comes in, and it's gonna like one by one more information will be revealed to you. And then slowly it's just going to feed this fire. Down here we have the World card. In your external reality, we have the Death. For advice, we have the Five of Pentacles. And the outcome is the Knight of Cups. At the bottom of the deck, we had the Nine of Cups. So a lot, again, you're not seeing, there is a lot of opportunity available to you, or will be available to you in the next year as Jupiter goes through your 12th house. Really be mindful, and Geminis are open-minded, so I know you guys can do this, but be mindful or open-minded about the what possibilities are available to you. And there's definitely transformation happening. There was the cutting of the cords, the 10 of Spades here, just taking a machete and cutting things out. Now with this Five of Pentacles, I want to say don't be impatient, because I don't know, two and the five, Seven of Pentacles. Learn to have patience, Gemini. I know this can be difficult for you. I have Gemini placements. I understand. Cutting out the lack mindset, knowing that there is a lot of abundance available to you. I will also say this. Jupiter is the planet of abundance and growth and luck. But coming into the 12th house, this is a very spiritual house. This is an intangible house. So the wealth that you will be receiving is an internal wealth, is a mental wealth. It won't necessarily be present in your external reality at this moment. But as you build your internal wealth, the way the universe works, there is no other, that wealth will be externalized. That is just the way things are. Like the natural progression of things. We build things up within us, and so that they can externalize and come into the outside world. And this is going to lead, all of this work that you will do is going to lead you to things that you're really passionate about, things that you really love, things that open up your heart, people that open up your heart. Romance, creativity, and a wish fulfillment. I get clarity on the Four of Cups. Yeah, the Four of Cups was clarified with the Ten of Wands. Feeling very burdened. So burdened that you can't actually see the gifts in front of you. Meditate, because the swords came up here. I would say meditate, take your time, take some rest. Especially with the Eight of Pentacles crossing, you might be just working. Sometimes when you have tunnel vision and you're just like hacking away, you don't realize how stressed you are. This man here is hunched over, and then this other with a 10 here, this hunching, another, the Five of Pentacles. Open up, really opening up the heart chakra, working on, Gemini rules the arms and the shoulders, so doing those exercises can really help as well with moving the energy out of your body. The Eight of Pentacles. Star card came out. A lot of healing of the mind, the soul, and also healing for, again, future you, the future people within your family, your bloodline, within your community as well. Okay, in the advice position with this Five of Pentacles came the Judgment, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Five of Swords. As secrets are revealed to you, as you discover unconscious patterns that you have, as you discover the patterns within your family dynamics, you may feel a lot of lack. You may feel a lot of resentment towards yourself and others. You may feel very judgmental towards yourself and others. And it's really important to remember that, like, we are human. And no one is perfect, yet everyone is perfect the way that they are. and to release judgment, because the things that you have done that are bad or wrong, the things that other people have done that are bad or wrong, are really just a result of trauma, are just a result of experiencing the hardships that can occur on this world, in this world. And it's really important to not only, when you are going through your lowest of lows, to always remember, like I was stating before, the divinity that lives within you. You are a child of Source. You have divine DNA within you, and every person you encounter has that as well. You are no better than anyone, and no one is better than you. And so really remembering your value, seeing the value within yourself as well as others, but particularly with yourself. Oh, and the Chariot card came out too. And in recognizing how glorious you are, how beautiful you are, you're going to be able to take some real action. Hello again, Gemini. Our video got cut short, but I wanted to wrap it up with some oracle cards. Yeah, we'll pull some cards just for some advice going forward with all of this information and wisdom that's going to be coming in for you. What advice do you have for Gemini? What advice do you have for Gemini? Source, infinite intelligence. What advice do you have for Gemini? Jupiter. Taurus. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay. 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 So I'm going to take this at the bottom of the deck too. The advice we have from the Queen of the Moon Oracle, we've got fear. We've got growth. Resistance. Patience. And beauty. Now, what I gather from this, with the 12th house, as someone who has dealt with some pretty long transits in their 12th house, a lot of your fears are going to get kicked up. Because the 12th house is so expansive, so dreamlike, illusionary, spiritual, and with Jupiter there, it can be bringing and stimulating, and Uranus can be stimulating a lot of things, a lot of unconscious things. And so that can be quite fearful, or scary. I will say, when it comes to fear, all you have, there's nothing to fear but fear itself. Fear will make your whatever things that are being brought up seem a lot larger, scarier, and Hi Gemini. So our reading got cut off, so I pulled some oracle cards, just some advice to kind of wrap up the reading, and we got fear, beauty, patience, resistance, and growth. Now, I want to say with the 12th house, you can really be subject to fear because it is so expansive and so encompassing and larger than life, larger than this realm. And then Jupiter's there expanding it even further. Uranus is there kind of being erratic. The things that will come up, the patterns, the habits, the ancestral trauma, all of that can feel quite intimidating, quite scary. Our egoic minds can oftentimes also turn these fears, like the more you feed the fear, the larger it grows and the more it becomes almost like an entity. Fear requires your belief in it to survive, to sustain itself. There is a animated series. It only has one season. I forget the name of it. I'll put it right here. I highly recommend anyone who goes through 12th house transits, I highly recommend that you watch this. It's a really good allegory for fear and the 12th house. But don't feed your fears. Don't let them become demons. Don't let them become the monsters that hide underneath your bed. Shine a light on them. Look at them in the face. Take them for what they are and do your best to integrate it. And while you do this, I want to, like the 12th house, it's like that space between the 12th and the first house, this emerging. Right now, you're going to be in this kind of like dark cocoon space. If you look here, this person is in this cocoon space. And then also here, this moon, and she's kind of hiding out from the moon. You're going to be, in a lot of ways, very protected, one. So that's why you shouldn't be feared. You shouldn't have fear. But you might not be out and about. And like you might not be very like in the world. While still wanting to really be in the world, but knowing somewhere internally that you really shouldn't be like out interacting with a whole bunch of people. What you're gonna need right now is a lot of patience. A lot of patience with yourself. Taurus is probably the slowest moving energy within the zodiac. Taurus and Capricorn. So this is going to take a lot of patience. I know you guys like to move quick, but you can't, during this process, you can't think your way out of it. You can't think your way into healing. You're going to actually have to feel. Taurus has a lot to do with the 5 senses, really getting in tune with your body, doing somatic healing, doing breath work, and being patient. You're going to feel a lot of resistance because this is not your natural modality. But once that light shines, if I recall correctly, the outcome of your reading was the Knight of Cups. There's so much beauty to be explored, to be embodied, to experience in your outside world. That's really, really lovely. And kind of going from this like dark space into this beautiful light. And with the growth here as well. Growth, anything that is worth having takes a little while to grow, to expand. In pulling up all of these deep-rooted things, you're kind of just like replenishing the fertile soil that is your subconscious mind. You're going to be able to plant new seeds so that you have like new things sprouting, new flowers, vegetation, sprouting within your deep mind. Okay, I think we're going to end it there. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like it, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you'd like a personal reading. The links are below. And enjoy your season, Gemini. I love you guys. Bye.